What's going on, spiritual family? What's going on? What's going on? It's your girl Sterling with Uncovering the Truth. Yes, I am starting a little bit early. Yes, I am. I wanted to get this reading out before I had to go and run my errands. Okay, me and Spirit have been sitting here talking, and I do have I jotted down a couple of downloads as well, but let me go ahead and clear this air and ring my bell, call in my ancestral team, lock in with your spiritual child, clear my chakras for this message. Anything that's not aligned, make it fall, for I'm here to heal, grow, know, reach, teach, and become my highest self. Give me the prophetic insights that you wish for me to see regarding the collective, regarding our energy, regarding the schemes and the scams and the scandal, okay? So we can see clearly and move forward in positive light, okay? And I'm also going to be clearing the bell as well in 3, 2, 1. Now, yes, y'all see me on the computer. Okay, it does be doing, I don't know what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? But work with me, y'all. Work with me. I spilled some tea on my phone this morning, and the volume is just a little bit sketchy. So I figured it was going to be a little bit sketchy regarding, if I did the recordings. So I had to transition and be flexible within my energy so I can get this reading out. Now, as I was gathering myself together this morning, I had some spiritual downloads fall on me. Okay? God, rain on me. Lord, won't you take this pain from me? Okay, but the number one song that was in my soul that I've been singing, I just sung it to my son. I sung it in the bathroom. I've been singing it all morning, is Yolanda Adams. Spirit is over here saying, and the way I spoke it to my son, Spirit wants me to reenact how I said it to my son. So I was like, okay, Spirit, let me do it. Let me do it. And Spirit was like, when you are sitting in your room, alone in your room, it's just me and you. You feel so lost, and you don't know what to do. Now, what if you choose the wrong thing to do? You're so afraid of disappointing him. So he needs to talk to you and ask for guidance. I flipped it around. Especially today, when your life is so cloudy, child. God, I can say, guide me until I'm sure. Okay, and I'm flipping it. Because Spirit keeps on saying, flip it, flip it, flip it. Okay? God said, open up your heart to him. And Spirit says, this is how y'all are to Spirit. So, show me how to do things your way. Don't let me make the same mistakes over and over again. Your will be done. Excuse my voice. And I'll be the one. Okay, excuse my voice, because I sure been talking, and I've been shouting, and I mean shouting to the highest heavens. Hallelujah, thank you, God. That type of shouting, being so gratuitous in my energy for the deliverance, okay? The deliverance that he had for me. It's talking about Sterling Bryant's deliverance, okay? Honey, the downloads that I have, God's going to make sure that you have what you need to carry out his will. Okay, this is why he wants to sit down. He wants to talk to you. Okay, because you've been asking for some guidance. Okay, especially today when your life is all clouded. It's just clouded. Okay, you don't know which direction to go in, says so Spirit. Whoo, baby. Let's go ahead and get started on this reading, honey, because I feel good in my energy, honey. When I say I feel good, confirmation, and my little... my little phone over here down. I heard beep, and it had a little static in it. so that's why I didn't even use it. The downloads that I have for my beautiful collective, my returning viewers, my new subscribers. Hey, how y'all doing? I definitely have. Grandma wants me to do all of them, okay? Don't get ahead of yourself. Someone is tracking your progression. That's 2. Spirit said, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in such of a haste and get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of spirit. Okay? 2, someone is tracking your progression. As you are progressing, just the way that God wants you to progress. No need to rush. But someone's tracking you. Okay? My people, let it flow. I heard that clear as day. I've been writing these down as all these little spiritual downloads has been coming through. Okay? Excuse me, confirmation. My people, let it flow. Get out of God's way, children of God. Okay? What's in your algorithm, says so Spirit? What's in your algorithm? What's in your energy, your energetic field? Okay? Clouded judgment is forming around someone. This is why I was singing Yolanda Adams, Guide Me Until I'm Sure. God is trying to guide his children right now because they are unsure of the direction at which they need to travel in, says Spirit. But see, people need to know they need to be shown how to do things God's way. Because they've been making mistakes over and over and over again trying to find out God's way. They want to do it their way. But thy will, my will be thy will, saith the Lord. Okay. Power, wondering. Oh, wow. I had that that was the song that I had, okay, before Yolanda Adams. Power, power. Wandering, working power in the blood of the Lamb. Yes. Power, power, wandering, working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. See, my voice work when it want to. It work when it want to, right? All right. Spirit said it's in the blood. It's in the blood. That power, that wondering, working power in the blood of the Lamb. Who's that Lamb, says Spirit? Who's that Lamb? Okay, moving on. Which spirit is going to reign supreme? That was my last download. Which spirit is going to reign supreme? This is dwelling within inside of your vessel. Which spirit is going to be the dominant spirit within inside of your vessel? This is definitely a spiritual warfare at its finest, dealing with light and shadow. Okay, people who choose to stay and operate in their shadow, and those who want to transcend past that shadow energy into the light. Okay, all right, yes, spirit. Now, what do you have for me, ancestors? Okay, make this a little bit short, give this a little bit. But everything that I said within these downloads, I do believe there is a message. Grandma said I said the message. I can't take it. She said I said the message. Okay. Hey. She said this message, those messages was within every last one of those downloads that you just said. Okay? About people not needing to get ahead of the spirit. Don't get ahead of the flow. Okay? You are right where you need to be, and people are watching your progression. They're watching your glow up. They're recognizing the true talent within you. Okay? And Spirit said, my people, my children, let it flow, okay? Get out of God's way, okay? Spirit keeps saying everything is being said, okay? All right, it says commitment. Oh, wow. Someone is seeing a sign of tangible success. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, wow. Healing, meditation. So, what's going on with this, Spirit? Oh, some energy. We talking about some energy here, some abundance. Okay, so illumination on this abundant energy that is coming in for someone or an energy or energies that have not conformed and starting living their life on their own terms. 8, 9, 10, 11. They're getting in alignment, okay? Slowly getting in alignment, and they're starting to see, look, commitment to this prosperity, abundance, abundant energy coming in. All right, somebody feel good. What else I need to know, Spirit? Endeavors. Wow. This is dealing with someone's endeavors. Okay. Wow. This is because you have, oh wow. It says because you have unleashed your abilities. Okay. You listen to Spirit. You followed Spirit's rules. Okay. Of how Spirit wanted you to do things. Okay, Spirit. All right. And this is 12. You're not hung up. You're not hung up anymore. This was in reverse and that was in reverse. Okay. Yeah. You're not hung up about your well-being and this good fortune anymore. But when it comes between work and it comes between play, 10 and 2 seems to me that you're not hung up anymore. Those two was together, okay, and these 3 was right here because you're anytime that you stepped in the light, anytime that you was being seen, you was warning about the energy that you need to be balanced between your work and your play, dealing with your well-being. Okay, how each one, work and play, was affecting you. Okay, all right. It could have been having you hung up. It could have been work affecting the play affecting the work. You not knowing how to balance out the two. But it seems to me that you're not hung up about it anymore. Okay, as you are showing up for yourself in this enthusiastic energy. Oh wow, venturing forth. Okay, not wow. It says uncertain. You're not certain. Oh wow. When you were stepping into the light, Spirit says you was uncertain, okay, about some circumstances when it came between work and it became between play, which affected your enthusiastic energy, your action forward, okay? And then you started to project onto yourself, wow, Spirit. You started to project out on your ideas, okay, it started coming out. It started coming out in your energy, Spirit said. Yeah, it started coming out in your energy whenever you started to reevaluate, or whenever you was in that uncertain energy, okay, and there was caution to the wind, okay, to you saying, hey, something ain't right with your thoughts, okay, those thoughts is bringing in those feelings, okay, all right now, Spirit was saying, yeah, okay, and then a page of air, and then we got the 7 over here, okay, yeah, and this was both in the reverse, honey. By you being in your head, reevaluating certain situations and circumstances, honey, it affected your forward movement. It affected your forward movement. Not only did it not affect your, not only did it affect your forward movement, but it also affected your how well you do in that sector. It affected your the excitement, the enthusiastic energy. Just like I was saying, yeah. When it came to your ideas, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. That's why Spirit said it's in the blood. It's in the blood of the Lamb. Power. I see 13, and we're on 13 right now. 13. That's a double ending. 13. That's 4. Okay. So something is ended for an Emperor energy. Okay. It could be someone at their home. Okay. An energy of where a masculine could have been one. They could have been wondering or worried about play and at work. Okay. Enthusiasm, the Fool. Okay. All right. Some abundance has come in, honey. Something's done come in for an energy. Something unexpected has came in for an energy. Okay. And they're starting to see concrete results. Okay. So somebody right here. Wow. Yeah. And it says because, oh, wow. Someone was not, look, they're seeing concrete results, but look, someone was not, they wasn't seeing diverse ways. Something about it says unity and diversity. Someone did not want to honor the differences between someone's thinking, someone's outlook, okay? But someone got concrete results. Thank you, Spirit. Someone got concrete results regarding, honey, knowing, I heard, honing in on others' outlooks, okay? And then seeing that wisdom be in the proof. That's knowledge. So you got some wisdom and you got some knowledge. You got the proof in the pudding that made it knowledge. So you got physical, concrete results dealing with what someone has said to you, okay? Someone wanted you to have a different outlook about something, and how your different outlook it does affect everything, how you feel, okay, your emotions, okay, and your positivity, your enthusiastic energy to keep you high vibrational. So there was, okay, what else I need to say, Spirit? I was gonna say that, yeah, someone is realizing about, oh wow, about Spirit. I heard about Spirit. This is the High Priestess energy. Yep, High Priestess energy over here on the fence over here, gaining knowledge. Okay, so someone is slowly gaining knowledge. High Priestess energy. I don't know who this is, okay? So there's a High Priestess energy that is out here that is slowly gaining this knowledge regarding his enthusiastic energy that he needs to keep and stay high vibrational because of the knowledge that he gained from someone else on how an outlook should be, or how an outlook might affect your whole manifestation. It might even affect your whole forward movement. Says Spirit, release it. Look, he's learning, gaining knowledge to release and quit being in denial, okay, and start seeing this clarity here. Something is slowly coming aware. Someone is slowly becoming aware as they release this grief, okay, and allow sadness to rise and fall, and forgive yourself of the ebb and flow that you disrupted for yourself because of those thoughts, says Spirit, okay? Now, someone is slowly getting grounded. Now someone is slowly getting grounded because they're releasing. I see release from denial. Okay? You quit being in denial, says Spirit. Now release this grief. Or release that weight that you're placing on yourself. Your Spirit says you're blaming yourself for not even realizing the difference. You didn't realize the difference, and now you're even being even more harsh on yourself and casting more harsh judgment on yourself, all because. Alternative, regarding money, regarding making or brainstorming to make different forms of money, how to come up with different forms of money, and doing it the healthy way, doing it the right way, and honey, not going outside of yourself to do things that you know that are not going to bear what you want it to bear, okay? Look, and when I said that, I had to go to the side. Spirit said, oh yeah, you're going down this road to try to make some money, but down that road, you realize that it bared something a little bit different, okay? Just to get that money. Okay, woo, spirits, and I see an angel standing above me because I'm telling you something. My claircognizance is oh God, I just saw that spirit. I kind of like it made me look up like that right there, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, alternative forms of abundance. Okay, yeah, you keep on placing these illusions. Okay, regarding the teamwork, you working with someone. Okay, because you're working on a new foundation, not that foundation that kept on failing you. So therefore, you come in connection with another person who's trying to work with you. Y'all are both trying to stabilize and make new, stable foundation, strong foundation within God's word. Okay, and honey, you act like he's not hearing your desires, honey. You got to work with Spirit, because what Spirit is about to give you is way better than what you had planned for yourself. So they say if you want to make God laugh, you better tell him what you got planned, because what he has planned for you, what he has planned for his children, honey. Oh, Spirit, I feel you today. Okay. Open your heart. Someone is slowly opening their heart to Spirit. They're slowly opening up their heart. They're slowly seeing. They're slowly seeing. Okay? Grandma said everybody always got to have proof. They got to have proof. Okay? That Spirit is. Spirit is. Spirit was. And Spirit will always be. That's what my grandma just said. Yes, she did. Okay? When it comes to your dreams, when it comes to you needing to get that introspection regarding the journey you on to get to those dreams, says Spirit, okay? So that you can stay in that celebratory energy, enjoying community, enjoying friends, okay? And helping to heal, okay? You're helping to heal. But in order to help to heal, you have to heal what's wounded within inside yourself. So therefore, good understanding society. That's what I'm seeing right now. Society and good understanding in my third eye. And I seen, unconditional, put love into the situation. Let me get that. Put love into the situation, and it was on the fence. So you need to start putting love into the situation. Quit getting overwhelmed and quit getting stressed out about things that's going on around you. When someone is wanting you, it says honoring the differences in reverse. You didn't want to honor the difference of what the person, I guess, you was involved with. Maybe a close friend, someone you entrust with information. It does not have to be someone of a sexual matter. Spirit will talk to you through different people. Okay? Perspective. Somebody's perspective. Tower. So there's going to be a sudden change within someone's perspective. Someone is slowly awakening to what they need to realize. Okay? What they need to recognize right now. Okay? Spirit is over here saying, yeah, you're about to have a graceful ending. You're about to burn this away. Graceful ending. Okay? A new creative a new creation. You're going to celebrate this new thought. Spirit's bringing this in. It's on the fence. But you have to burn away this excess energy of what you thought that was. So that you can have this graceful ending for a hopeful beginning and a new perspective, a new creation can come in of how to move. Do things God's way. He's about to show you how. Do not put so much pressure and attitude and frustration onto yourself, because Spirit says you work smarter, not harder. In order for you to work smarter, you're going to have to listen. You're going to have to obey. You're going to have to. And if you don't, honey, by that free will, you will have hell to pay. And you're not going to like it. And Spirit keeps on telling me that, honey, let's close this out. I got a place to be. Okay? And I'm going to come back and I'm going to do some more when I get back. Okay? Now, I had to get this message out this morning. It was imperative. It was important. Imperative. I heard imperative too. To get this message out this morning. Okay? So I'm hoping that my phone will be dry and y'all won't have to, you know what I'm saying? But either way, it's not about the computer and all the little, I don't know what be going on with that. But pay attention to the message. That's all I'm saying. Pay attention to the message. Don't pay attention to the messenger. That's what everybody's problem is, okay? Close this out, Spirit. Pay attention to the message. I know I don't be looking like everybody else up on here. I'm not worried about what I look like up on here with everybody else. I'm worried about me getting out the message. Okay? Okay, for real. With my little wigs and my little wraps and all this whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I saw like different styles and this and that. But whenever it comes to Spirit said, you be worried about too much. You be worried about too much. Go give the message, child. Okay? Okay. Doubt. Self-judgment. Someone judging themselves and doubting themselves. And they're judging themselves for that doubt. They're judging them harshly. I told you. Someone's judging themselves harshly for the doubt. Okay? For the doubt that they had regarding someone else's difference on their outcome. Or the way they need to view things. Or should. Or insist that someone should view things in a different light. Okay? On the fence, we're talking about King of Wands. Yeah? Something about you are pushy. I don't know, you might feel as if someone is trying to be pushy. Okay? I don't know if you feel someone's trying to be pushy or push their differences onto you or push their thoughts onto you. But Spirit says, honey, that's just the way you feel because, honey, it was always done that way in the past. So you feel as if this is being done to you now. But remember them doors that I told you that be swinging right back around again? Honey, those are those test doors. Those are those test doors, honey. Okay? I'm learning. And as I'm learning, I am providing. I am giving. I'm giving the information because that's how Spirit taught me. And I'm a stubborn ass Taurus. Honey, I was stubborn as hell in my energy. I didn't want to learn. I didn't want to learn nothing new. And what you had wasn't going to help me no fashion way. No, because I knew it all. Blah, 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 blah. And I lived a hard life. I lived a hard life because of my spiritual ignorance. Me thinking I knew it all. And that was back in my heyday, honey. I'm in my 40s now. And I'm still learning because the learning process never ends. It never ends. So as I learn, I'm teaching. Okay? Either you're going to accept it or you're not going to accept it. And honey, it's no never mind to me. But when I say it's no never mind, it don't matter to me if it don't matter to you. And for those that do matter, then hey, I matter. You matter, I matter. For those who do not care and that don't matter to them, whether either or, my thing is what you doing here. What you doing watching. You see what I'm saying? Oh God, honey, close this out. What? Jesus! Two of Cups. Oh, Chariot 2? Wow, bad luck. Wow. Good spirit. Someone is judging themselves and doubting themselves. King of Wands because of the bad luck. Or it says because of his bad luck. He thought he was having bad luck, honey. Oh, wow. But then it says increase. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Increase. Abundance. Oh, wow. And then it says Chariot. It's willpower. Oh, wow. So your energy, your willpower, your energy is shifting along with your thoughts. Spirit is telling me this. This energy, this thought of you thinking it was going to be something that was going to be bad luck. I don't know. Or you think it's your bad luck. Spirit told me that someone thinks that they're bad luck. This is itchy right on my corner of my nose ring. Someone thinks that they're bad luck, okay? But they're continually seeing increases. They're continually seeing abundance. That's twice. Okay? Lack of direction. I told you that high priestess energy. Someone is something. There's something about this high priestess energy. There's somebody in their connection. They're just either they don't want to connect to their intuition or something happened. Something about someone's spiritual abilities in their high priestess energy is something. Give me something about this high priestess energy, honey, that's always on the fence, that does not want to get the intuitive messages. They don't want to do no introspection. They don't even want to get connected. What is going on with the abilities of this energy? It's a masculine and it's a King of Wands energy. Okay? I need to know. Okay? Ace of Cups. Okay? Something that happened. Okay? We're talking about blocked emotions. He's blocking some emotions right now that is affecting his intuitive eye. It's affecting his intuitive eye. It's affecting his pineal gland. Okay, I don't know who this is for. Give me something else, Spirit. Okay, we're talking about in his establishment. This is regarding his establishment. We're talking about legal matters. Okay, so there's some things that there's a King of Wands that's got some legal matters, some things that he might need to handle. Okay, right now, whatever that you need to handle right now regarding your give me some more about his establishment and his legal matters regarding this King of Wands, honey. Okay, something that someone's not telling somebody here. Okay, yeah, separating from stress. Okay, so I feel as if this is an air sign. Okay, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. They are trying to separate from the stress, or so they don't have to be so stagnant. Okay, they're trying to separate from this restlessness that they have within their energy, honey. Okay. To be fair to themselves. Okay, so this restlessness is having them to sabotage themselves and having them to be unfair to themselves. Okay, Spirit is saying they're going to need to separate themselves from this restlessness that's bringing in stress, that's bringing in stagnation here. Okay, yeah. Because it's affecting the establishment and the wealth or the success of this King of Wands right here, okay? Queen of Cups, honey, the star, you fell all the way over here. What I need to know about the star and the Queen of Cups. And we're closing this out still. The 28:33 on my timer, okay? We're talking about recklessness. So, oh, the star, Queen of Cups. Oh, you are, wow. Queen of Cups. Wait, what else do I need to know about this, Spirit? Spirit. Queen of Cups, you know what the delays are. The delays are within this energy that you are connected to. Okay? The recklessness of his thoughts, the recklessness of his thoughts brings in this energy that brings in this disruptive harmony with inside his energy, honey. Look, he's distributing recklessness. Okay? Yeah. And this is speeding fast about these delays. Yeah, you see, Queen of Cups. You starting to see the lover. I told you. Breakdown in communication. You're starting to break something down, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, you're breaking something down about these, about things that are going to improve You're telling them things are improving. Things will improve, but there's something about your thoughts. There's something about your energy and those thoughts that are making you feel and distribute this reckless energy, okay? Reckless behavior within inside of your energy to have this disruptive harmony of energy coming flowing in. Close this out, Spirit. I said what I said, and that's all I need to say. Close this out, Spirit. Okay? Talking about someone's about to sacrifice that perspective. Someone's on their way to sacrificing that mindset that they had. Okay? Because now they're seeing the positivity come from something that was not like how they thought. Someone is honoring now someone else's differences in the outcome, because it seems to me that someone on that difference of that outcome that someone spoke up, it came out in proof. Someone got proof. Close it out one more time, Spirit. Authority, King of Swords. I can't make this up. I can't make this up if I tried. You hear what I'm saying? Spirit says you better hone in, and you need to let it flow. Power, wonder, and working power in the blood of the Lamb, of which Spirit is going to reign supreme and dwell in your body and overshadow you. It's going to be the shadow, or you're going to transcend past that shadow energy, and you're going to transcend into the light. Okay, I'm going to leave it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for y'all's likes, y'all shares, y'all's comments. It means energetically so much to me. I love y'all so much, and I will be back with another one. And until next time, peace.